What's up? Round Podcast, what's up? It's a comedy gold. We kicking it right here at the Legends concert. All the legends, you feel me? I'm a legend. I'm a young legend. You know, rocking Rounds Podcast, show raw shit.
If you like the content, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Real shit, only fuck with them niggas I'm still with, I still with. If I'm in a fix, they bout some trill shit. For my rounds, I appeal shit. Devise plans to get a meal ticket. With that attitude like we'll get it, still busy. Still with it, looking over haters like they lil midgets. Noisy hopping around the night, camouflage like lil crickets. I got a problem with me having just a lil digits. From the city where niggas lie, kill, and steal for riches. And I done been around and even met some trill bitches. Broads harder than these niggas real snitches. I never tell on the soul, that's cold, a real sickness. Love run deep, I won't speak with God as my witness. I never mix with fake niggas because it's bad for business. And when I eat off my plate, I eat off clean dishes. That's why I'm testing my fate, about to get on my mission. It's real over here, daddy, so won't you take a listen. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, you heard me.
I keep my circle slim and grass trim. Can't let the serpents in. I circumvent. Crab niggas could get you murked for.
Big ups to the fam. Shouts out to the team. Welcome to the Rounds Podcast. If it's your first time rocking with us, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you've been rocking with us, then you already know what it is. Full rounds, mainstream news, pop culture, a little bit of family business. I'm your host, Benjamin S. As always, got my rounds rocking with me. Kurt Dog, fact checker. What's good with you, Kurt? And it looked like, where you at, Bond? Looks like you're having a little problems out, you dig? We holding it down. Cuzzo's sick today, you know what I'm saying? So shouts out to Cuz. I know he a little under the weather. And I figure Hack gonna be pulling up on us in a few, so we just gotta hold it down till you get you. What's good with you though, bro? You can hear me? Everything coming through?
Man, I hope so, man. I hope I can keep this thing alive, brother. It's giving me some problems over here.
Hey, well, look. It seemed like I got you now. When we first came on, it looked like, you know what I'm saying, there was a little froze, so I figured. But I appreciate you, my nigga.
Of course.
No
doubt.
Shouts out to that boy Juve, too. You heard me?
Yeah.
Dog, slight case of the Mondays. Mine was a little busy, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get my bearings a little bit. And we gonna get this party started. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. Damien, Franny, T, Miss Minor, P. Felton, G-Man. Oh, and P. Warrior. What's good with you, big bro? Kurt, let me see how I could do this. I got a couple of them loaded up in the chamber. As far as our top fours, could play around a little bit, trying to see which one. But I think we're going to try to do it like this. It was hot to me at work, kind of felt like summertime, though I had been loving the weather, but today, just a tad bit hot, you know what I'm saying? So these supposed to be songs that were summer jams. From what I'm getting from the title, I'm going to need, you to rank them 1 through 4 for me. Appreciate all y'all once again for rocking. We going to hold this thing down to get it popping. This one of our top 4s. Because I think I'm going to do a couple of them.
The days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the day,
when I was just a little nigga, I looked up to my bigger bro, begged if I could kick it. So when he went out with girls, I could go tagging along.
This is summertime.
You about to feel the chronicles of a bionicle, lyrically spitting, dismissing. I'm on a mission, it just hitting. Now it's written and kitten, hitting with mittens. I'm missing, wishing, man, listen. I glisten like sun and water while fishing. Bust the move in this word, serve words with embedded, I said it word.
I'm rolling in my 6-4.
What all the niggas saying? Hell yeah. What all the niggas saying?
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But
Kurt, bro, I need a little help. I hope you can help me. Dog, cause the goddamn Naughty by Nature joint.
Yeah,
Bruh. Wait. I'm trying to think of the name, trying to get the name of the bitch. I feel like it's Here We Go, y'all, something like that. Here we go, y'all, holla if you're here. Something like that.
Yeah, I can't sing it though. So don't look for me to sing it.
Look, I just need help with the name. You know what I'm saying? All right. I see Damien say ADCB. Had say BACD. Feel me flow. Dog. I'm going with that one number one, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm going with that one number one. I guess we'll do the Summertime next, the Dr. Dre joint, and then the Ahmad. But that goddamn Naughty by Nature, dog, I really need to pull up the whole joint while I can listen to that bitch, because it feel good and it's got that bop to it. I ain't heard it in a minute. I need to hear that album. You feel me? What you got from it?
Well, man, you know what I'm saying? I was always, less involved on the hip hop side, more onto the feel good pop side, because that's all I had access to, back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be with the pop culture, bro. I'm gonna go Fresh Prince, man. It was just one of the ones that just always felt good whenever you was hanging with your people.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? It was just one of the ones that went with me. Now, I always kind of dig that "Wish I Was a Kid Again" song, because it was just, and I apologize if I'm not naming the artist, man. Like I said, I just wasn't heavily.
Oh no, hey, bro, it's all good. Cause look, I know the artist, but don't know the song. I know his name Ahmad, so I got you.
All right. Well, that'd be my number two, but yeah, that Summertime's gonna be my number one, and Wish I Was a Kid Again gonna be my number two. I always had that little juvenile side to myself,
Word, I ain't mad.
Yeah.
It's a nostalgia thing, you know what I'm
saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? They're always about to feel good.
I dig it. Miss Mine, I see you, CABD. That's pretty good. That Ahmad second? Yeah. If you say so, you dig.
I was always all that black sheep, bro. I was always that weird kid.
Dog, but I remember, and y'all can tell me if I'm tripping, because I feel like the Summertime joint debuted after one of the episodes of Fresh Prince. Like after that bit went off, they dropped the video, and I remember that motherfucker. Like, so definitely a feel good. You know what I'm saying? If we talking nostalgia, it bring me back. You know what I'm saying? And when they was doing the little dance and shit in the line, it was pretty good. But I'm still going with that goddamn Naughty by Nature as numero uno. You dig? Speaking of Uno, shouts out to Uno James Harden, baby. I see you, nigga. Way to stand up. Kurt, I think we about to get it popping in a high second. I'm trying to move these files and put these clips. I think I need to slide over here. I can do that, then I can do that. All right, y'all. For Kurt, dog, myself, Benjamin Ness, shouts out to Hat, shouts out to Cuzzo. We the Rounds Podcast. Let's go, Kurt.
You guys in this room would like to raise your children to be strong-minded, independent thinking, ambitious kids or adults, right? Mm-hmm. Well, if you are going to instill that, part of that is confidence, part of that is voice, part of that is knowing I have value. And when you're teaching your child that, and I'm talking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the first place they practice voice is on you guys.
Correct.
That's the first place. So you might say to them something, and I'm going to tell you something. My mother, I had 2 brothers. My mother would say, Ellie, go do the dishes. And I would be like, why didn't you ask one of them? And that would get me popped. You know, that would get you looked at.
That's usually popped, and I told you so.
Yeah. But if you're teaching your child to be confident, to be strong, to value their voice, they should ask those kinds of questions, and it allows you to parent them. But we shouldn't translate that as disrespect. They're just practicing.
That's not disrespect.
They're practicing their voice.
But that was in our era.
Bro.
In the 1900s,
that was disrespect to me.
I would never think to talk back. I would never even think to talk to my parents the way my kids talk to me. But it's like, it's as Ellie said, it's not disrespect. It's just them being like asking valid questions.
We confuse respect for silence. And I think that's a problem. I think we have to allow our children.
Expound on that.
If I say go paint the house, and the child says yes, ma'am, and goes paint, we think, oh, that's such a respectful child. But that same child, if some strong-willed 17-year-old kid in high school says, let's go skip school, they're gonna say yes, sir. Like, we have to teach them to question, why am I painting the house? I should understand the context of the life that I live in. Why am I painting the house? For these reasons. Okay, now it makes sense to me, and I understand, and I can do things that I understand and push back on things I don't.
That's kids. So if I tell one of my kids to do something, I expect it to be done. I'm not going to do it with something that's going to be detrimental to their health, something that's going to hurt them. It's part of what everybody needs to do to be in this household.
I agree with you.
Meaning if dad's chores or dad's way is to make the money, pay the bills, do this, that, and the other, and I ask you to shovel the snow, don't ask me why. Don't say, well, why didn't you ask this sibling? Why didn't you ask this one? No, because I asked you to do it.
But you could explain it to them just the way you explained it just now.
Envy, listen, you
shouldn't have to. Because now you're questioning. Because when you say, hey, Dad, I want to play basketball and cleats cost $500, I don't say, well, they're cheaper cleats. I'm like, oh, your grades are good. Okay, I got you those cleats.
But you should have that conversation on both ends of the spectrum, though. Now, I agree with you. If I say to my child, go do this, you want them to go and do it.
Now, I ain't gonna say paint the house. Like, paint the house a little far.
But why that's a really good example is to a child, they have thought without wisdom. Mm-hmm. So you might ask the child to mow the lawn, but in their child brain, you asked me to paint the house. It's not, you have to help me understand the world in which I live. And I think it's both ends of the spectrum. If the child says, I want to play basketball and I need $600 Jordans, I don't think it's enough to just say, oh, you got good grades. You want to sit them down and explain to them, like, this $600 is hard to earn.
That's right.
And you're worth it. Mm-hmm. And then that child thinks they have value, and that child understands the world in which they live. But remember, guys, like, they get confidence, they get thought, they get spontaneity before they get wisdom.
Mm-hmm. All right, we back, Ron's podcast. Benjamin, that's Kurt Dog, and that boy Jay. What's good with you, Jude?
What's happening?
Cool and like a smoothie, brother. Good to see you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, fellas.
You guys too.
We all heard the clip, bro. Appreciate that one, Kurt. I think it was a good one. Brother was dropping, some real good points. One that stuck out to me off the dump was us taking silence for respect. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely understand that. I think we all have experienced it. And on both ends, being parents and, also doing the shit as a kid to your parents. Shouts out to that boy. I see your boy was good with you.
And I'm cooling up in this thing, man. Happy Monday to you.
Right back at you, brother. Now, just off of that, with the silence being taken as respect, I could definitely see the positives to it. And, I guess some of the good. At the same time, knowing it's nuanced, I can see some of the detriment to it. Just give me y'all commentary, I guess, on the clip overall, and then I know we're going to wind up in a second haggling it up a little bit. Kurt, we're going to start with you, so we're swinging around. Let's get it.
Well, I mean, like you said, man, I think the dude hit on some good poignant parts. I think it's important. I think if you understand what he's saying, the concept of, making sure that. Okay, let me backtrack. So we have a saying with me and my boys. I said, I'm the cheat code. So basically, the way I look at life is that I'm going to deal with you in the constructs of life and what I'm preparing you for. But I'm also going to give you tidbits, to make sure that you can navigate life. And the only way I could do that is by understanding where my child's mind is, understanding where I feel he would benefit going, and then working through it from there. But and I think through that they'll know what's disrespect to not ask a question versus when they have the freedom to be like, okay, this might be a moment when I'm like, hey, Dad, we need to talk because I don't understand. So that's the kind of gateway I gave my kids to kind of go into what old boy was saying. But you know,
Nino.
I mean, what he was saying is exactly what I feel is church, man. It's it's an automatic for me. Um, I know one thing my kids will tell you, you know, since growing up, before you got any received any repercussions for whatever or lessons were taught, there's a conversation, a discussion that we have to have before that happened. And I want to make sure you answer why we are in this situation, so you understand that this is your decisions got you here. You knew the whole spectrum of it. You knew what it would be if you didn't follow this you know these decisions or make the right decisions. So, and they learn that way. So you can't learn if you just whip a child or do whatever, and it's like, well, nobody's explaining why that happened. So it's gonna be, you know, a consistent thing over and over with no lessons learned. So yeah, I believe what he's saying was dead on, spot on for me.
Hey, where you at with it?
I ain't see the clip.
All right, bruh. So check this out.
Just fill me in. Give it a cliff note.
No. I'm about to hit you now. So basically, to me, he really hitting on communication to me and
Right.
the child's ability to be able to express themselves. And though it may seem disrespectful, they're really not necessarily trying to challenge your authority, just trying to get clarity on what's going on. And how sometimes we take them asking a question for clarity as they're trying to buck the system or be disrespectful. But at the same time, you teaching them to challenge all things and make sure stuff could be proven, so forth and so on. And then when they kind of flip it on you because you are the first people that they're able to use it on what
Right.
you teaching them, sometimes we forget that's what we programmed in them, and then it's taken out of context when in actuality we should somewhat be applauding the behavior because they're doing what's taught. You should be
Yes.
challenging, and if they're not being disrespectful, they need clarity and context according to what they're doing in their life that they're living.
They should know what you know.
Well, I have always given my children the latitude to come to me when there were things that they didn't understand or comprehend, right? Not understand, because you're going to stand under everything that I give you, out of respect, right?
Right.
But I always let them know that there's a time and a place for everything. In the middle of the heated battle, and you see me, uh, executing a idea, a plan, or whatever, that's not the time to come and ask me why we doing this or what's going on. That's not the time. You soldier first. When we get back to the fucking the Ponderosa, is Pop. Let me ask you something. Now I know you say this, but what's up with this? Like, what I'm saying, help me understand that. That is the marching order. It ain't in the heat of battle. Man, why are we doing it? Oh no. Because you're not gonna get the lesson that you're looking for. You feel me? You gonna get a
Right.
lesson to something else. You know.
No, I feel you.
Yeah.
And I agree about, what I'm saying, uh, sometimes as parents you know you forget that you are raising a strong-minded person. You're raising a person who is supposed to, not succumb to any little fad or thing. You want them to question the world. You want them to question, but also that comes in moderation because you know everything don't need to be questioned. Everything don't need to be challenged. You got to pick. Do you want understanding? Do you want clarity, or do you just want to fuck around, or you want to be right, or you want to, you know what I'm saying? So everything comes in moderation.
See, got to know how to walk that line, huh?
Right.
Right.
Nah, I ain't mad at you on that.
Why are we on never get the apple juice? Why we get the orange juice? Look, do you want some fucking juice or do you not want it?
And that's the thing, dog. Like I feel like too, like don't get me wrong, you gonna answer the questions as a a little kid, but it's only so many questions I'm answering to a certain degree at certain stages in life. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like more questions are warranted at this stage rather than this stage. Though I still won't get these lessons across, and I'm willing to dialogue with you. It's just different as they get older. But yeah, ultimately, ask a couple of questions.
If you can show if you can show where you have some type of understanding that we can have some extended banter
Talk
and
to me.
and conversation about it, I will listen, I tell you what, right now ain't a good time, but I'm gonna carve out a couple minutes for you, and me and you gonna get here and we gonna really sit and hash this thing out. Because I see that you have a good understanding and a grip of life, and I feel that you can handle the true answer. And not only that, you know what I'm saying, you could be able to use what I'm talking about.
Yeah, real spill.
Yeah. Like I said, they'll learn your parenting style. They'll know what's on the table, what's not. Then sometimes if they tread that line that they don't know exists, you just kind of put them back in a chance to, hey, nope, you don't cross this line. All right, okay, got it, pops. And then from there you kind of move on. But you know what I'm saying, as you parent, they learn, you know.
Hell yeah, because my kids done seen that they ran into the wrong Daryl at the wrong time. They're like, whoa, who this nigga? Like,
That Hulk come out, you hear me?
I was just saying, okay, come back down, motherfucker. You was just saying? Okay. Y'all get that shit from your mom saying what y'all was just saying. You should have just said that the first fucking time.
Hey, bro, good shit, fellas. We about to roll around too. I guess put your political hat on, dog. I got some questions, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all keep it locked. Let's get it.
What I'm submitting to the American people is that we can start over, that we have had a 50-year chapter of American history that has been dominated by a principle that as long as corporate profits increased, that it was okay, it was considered okay by our Congress and too often our presidents to allow that principle to override the safety and the health and the well-being of the American people. That is why we have carcinogens in our food. That is why we have PFAS, forever chemicals in our water. I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. You want to be able to feed your children. And this is what is happening in Washington. And
Grow the economy from the middle out and the bottom up, not the top down.
Getting rid of Roe v. Wade was an incredible thing. I was able to do it, and I was very honored to do it.
The past 2 years, we've created a record 12.7 million new jobs.
January 6th, it was the largest crowd I've ever spoken to. They were there with love in their heart. That was an unbelievable, and it was a beautiful day.
The price of insulin went from $400, $500, $600 a month down to $35 a month. They saved the government $160 billion.
It was a rigged election. We had a rigged election. I thought it was a rigged election. The election was rigged. That election was rigged.
First off, I think Steven says, what insults me is when you say something and pretend like you didn't say it. We heard what you said. Then you said, they taking me out of context. Nigga, play the tape. Show me what it is that you said that was different than I perceived you said.
Right.
You said it, right? You said that black people relate to Donald Trump. How? If I know a black dude who in his 70s, close to 80s, is still committing crime, I'm not hanging out with that nigga.
Right,
I'm not.
right.
I'm not.
Right.
All right, y'all. We back. Ron's podcast. Ooh. Benjamin Ness, Hatchback, Jude, Kurt Dog. All right. I'm gonna turn it over to you first, bro. DL talking about the comments that was made by Stephen A. Smith as far as saying black people identify with Donald Trump because, all his legal issues. I feel like all that shit be a slap in the face personally when he made those kind of comments, when Biden make the if you don't vote for a nigga, you're not black type shit. Like, end of the day, what we doing, it sounds like a lot of the same old rhetoric. Had you pointed out, we basically like 6 months away, not necessarily hearing a lot about the candidates and or the platform or the talking points. I mean, I'm just not tuned into the right channel. I don't want, speak for everybody. But y'all let me know, what I'm saying, what y'all know about the candidates, how y'all feeling. Are you do you participate in the process? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna turn it over to you first. Her too, him too. Holla at me.
Yeah. Look, first and foremost, fuck DL Hughley. I say it again. First and foremost, fuck DL Daryl Hughley. All right. I say that because this is the only country who leaves the political advice up to comedians and entertainers. This nigga tell jokes and fuck around for a living. Who gives a fuck what
Rob.
DL Hughley takes? You know what I'm saying? On somebody else's take, Stephen A. Smith. Okay? Black people identify with Donald Trump. If you look at it, I'm gonna be honest. When Trump first came into the political arena and he chose the Democratic Party and he got the Southern Baptist white base, for the most part, that separated him from a lot of melanated people in America. Not what Donald Trump was saying, what his followers were saying and how they were acting, and you know what I'm saying, that type of shit. Fast forward through the presidency, and we see the policies and seeing everything that affected us, right? And how life was for us, especially ones who was in business and not just sitting on their ass waiting for some bread. Then we compare that to Pandemic Joe and all of this shit, right? Uh, how can we not identify with what Donald Trump was going through? Not that he has the same plight as us, but I'm saying like the demo like when are people gonna
Oh
really
yeah.
get it? Like, I mean, I'm just tired of the same old song and dance, bro. Vote Democrat, they give you welfare, they give you this, they give you that, they give you that. They give you everything except for a real chance at living in life. You know what I'm saying? Uh, to be honest, do I participate in the process anymore? No, I don't. I don't give a shit about that.
Right.
I'd rather stay with the local. Um, you know what I'm saying? My constable, my representatives, my mayor, my governor. The shit that's gonna definitely affect me.
So you fuck with them.
Yeah, because
Got
I
you.
see where that's going. I see where that goes.
Nah. Then you still participate. You just not on the level that's important to you. I got you, nigga.
That's the only level that matters
I know.
because
I ain't trying to argue with you, but when you say you don't, I want to. You do. It just, you know what I'm
yeah, on the,
saying.
on the local and the direct level, I participate in this so-called democratic process. But even that has some, you know what I'm saying, that bullshit because it's all ran by lobbyists and special interests and corporations and shit like that. You feel me? But as far as this Democratic Republican shit, fuck them all. Uh, they all in the same bed, and nobody has a policy that's going to help out America or Americans.
All right, now Curtis seemed like you're ready to get at it, bro. So
Look
come
at
on.
he doing the Stevie Wonder, putting his head back.
Yeah.
No,
He talking, but
I'm
he
really
trying to be
listening to what you're saying,
diplomatic.
man.
You know
I'm
what I'm
really
saying?
listening to what you're saying. I think we agreed on a few points. We may have some disagreements on a couple of other points, but I think to be honest with you, I'm with you, Hatch, on the side of either side doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. It may have some impact to some folks at different class levels and things of that sort. I mean, I could probably call out some good things that both sides did.
Go ahead.
I don't
Be,
really.
be my guest.
I mean, huh?
Be my guest.
Well,
I love them too.
so I feel as far as protecting the nation with policies, um, I think Trump had some. I think he had some good stances. How he applied those stances,
Okay,
I may not feel like he had the best people in place to apply those stances, but meaning protecting the country, looking to kind of secure our status in the world. You know what I'm saying? Some of those things, as far as commerce, right? I don't like him personally, right? But that's just a personal thing. Um, as far as Biden goes, I don't really care for some of the decisions he's making economically for our country. I think that's where he loses us, right? However, I think he has done some good things, and I can only speak because I personally benefited from those things.
Who's done some good things?
Differences and things of that sort. So I think again, both sides can have something good, and both sides gonna have something detrimental. I think it lends to what you said, Hatch. Neither side is gonna be perfect for all of America, but then this goes back to I do feel like the local side is much more impactful in our lives at this level. However, the presidency is part of the entire system that we was kind of hitting on the last time. So you can't give up on even that side. You gotta dominate it all. You can't give them none of it. But that's my personal belief.
And before we get kind of with the crossfire, Jude, let me get you in there. We could get to it.
Yeah, I feel the same ways. I mean, of course, anything local that's close to you that's more my focus now. I'm paying attention more to that because it involves, my day-to-day living in my community and things of that sort. It is an umbrella, so of course, presidency and everything else matters, and it's all connected. So I can't tell you. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't participate like talking about it and have it in a minute. And people can feel how they feel. I mean, shit, I felt at one point it
It's a safe
wasn't
space,
worth.
Jude. It's a safe space.
Yeah. So it wasn't. I didn't see the benefits on each side. It was just a lot of fucked up shit. So I just was like, damn. So we want me to pick what the least smelly shit? I guess I don't know. So I mean, I just left it be, and watch my surroundings, see what's put in place, how it affects me and my family, my community, and then try to, get my reins on that. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
Luck of the draw, bro. Luck of the
Yeah.
draw.
It ain't the luck of the draw, and that's what really bothers me about this whole thing. That we have allowed, what I'm saying, in recent history to say, okay, we're gonna take what you gonna take, the knife or the gun. You know what I'm saying? How you want to get killed? When that's not the only two fucking options. You see what I'm saying? Those are the national options that the two biggest national parties are presenting. They're never the only ones on the ballot. Number one. Number two,
Like, are you speaking like the independent route hat?
I'm talking about independent. I'm talking about the other parties. It's not just two parties.
True.
It's a bunch. Um, I'm saying that most people are not really educated on what we are actually dealing with. You know what I'm saying? In America, the United States government does not run this nation. It does not. It is a representative of the securities of each of the 50 states. You know what I'm saying? It has no bearing on shit. It can't tell you to do nothing. They can't enforce anything. It's just a figurehead. And the
Right.
president has absolutely no power. It's just the one somebody to blame shit on. It's just somebody to you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the guy to put in front of the camera.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly. And they keep you occupied during the time of the real business going on. When Congress go into session, when the House of Representatives go into session, when the states go into, you know what I'm saying, in the session, uh, the government has the president has nothing to do with that.
So that's why I guess that's why y'all are articulating about working it more at the local level, because it
Yes.
hit you more, I guess, less of the trickle down, more of the direct effect. And I'm not trying to run us necessarily down a rabbit hole of the how could we change the system per se, you feel me? But I do no, because I mean, hey man, that's a doozy, you feel me?
Yeah.
And But I do appreciate that to a certain degree. Voting still do, I guess, it still work, right? Somewhat on the local level. As we get high in the ranks, I guess the potency is less. But I mean, what's a brother to do? You feel me?
All right. So I mean, okay, man, and y'all understand hierarchies in like corporate America, military, like even gang structures, right? Like they have people who come in as grunts and then they move up to middlemen, then they so right, you gotta understand that the people all the way up here are the idea people, right? They the ones who come up with the idea and say, okay, this is the idea that I know based off of whatever we should be doing. And then from all the way from that person down is how stuff roles get pushed out, right? You go and then group up some people that's gonna do this next task, and then those people are gonna do, and you drill down. That's the same thing, man. If you're gonna change a system, you gotta change it or work it from top to bottom.
There you go. There you go with the infiltrate and then to get in there. You change it from the inside.
Just tell me, bro.
If every government that has been changed by a coup. It hasn't been changed by no
Got 3 minutes.
insider trading. It's a coup. It's a takeover. It's a hostile takeover, or it's a exiling or something like that. You have to.
Well, that's because I think nobody has ever been in a situation where they had somebody in key roles,
Listen to me, brother.
top to bottom.
This what I want you to. This what I want you to grasp. Do this. It's not a top down. It's not a shit roll downhill type thing. That is just the illusion. The way that this government is run, the way that it's always been run, by the corporations who are planning the business, the 5 to 10 to 25 year landscape of how they trying to build, right? So they tell the government what they want to do, and they tell the government what they want, how they want the people to respond. Keep them busy with this, do this, do this with that, while we build their tomorrow. Everybody ain't gonna be included in that tomorrow. That's the way it is. Unions.
I agree with you on that.
Yep.
I
Unions run the government. Alliances. You know what I'm saying?
But you got to understand what those things are, right? Those things are people coming together with the same goal, and then they influence at the levels they have influence at as a group. It's the same thing, bro. You telling me exactly what I'm saying?
No,
you're telling me it requires groups and people with powers and entities that have.
You're saying that you have to know it from the inside and then go to a certain
but they
level.
They do know exactly where their role.
I would say even in that coup you're talking about, somebody gonna have to turn out the light or something for you to you gonna have to know the system to
some connection.
Now you can take over and do what you want, but you're gonna have to know how to get in the door.
You give me one example. You give me one example of any government or any type of whether it's a oligarchy or it's goddamn dictatorship or whatever. You give me one example of a government being changed from the inside. I'm talking about in the history of the world.
No. Well, I'm gonna speak for me. That wasn't
give me one example, just one.
My point is, even in the taking over by force, what you was alluding to, you still got to know what's going on the inside to make that calculated move. You know what I'm saying? How you get that information, we could argue, but at the end of the day, you still got to know the information. That's just knowing the system. Now, I can agree with you to a certain degree on your point of, no, you ain't necessarily getting in and then you about to just turn this bitch around. You feel me? Nigga will probably turn you before that happened. I ain't mad at you on that one. But yeah, you gotta have that info, nigga.
Listen, I'm telling you, you talking about info like somebody could get in and then steal a document and then turn it up. It's not like that.
No.
When the new regime come in, It ain't no old regime. Everything that they had now belongs to me. I do as I see fit. A lot of this shit I ain't reading
Oh
through.
yeah, to the victor go the spoils, that's for sure. But
Yeah,
hey, we
that's
could
after the
agree on
fact.
this if nothing else. No, it's a calculated effort.
Exactly.
You
Yeah,
feel
but
me?
that's not the argument.
No,
That's not
that's
the
just the
argument.
point I would
So
make.
the argument is you have to know the system in order to change the system. And he's
Negative.
saying basically it's a calculated effort as far as how you apply, I guess, the information that I'm saying you got to know about the system. Am
My
I
my
am I quoting that right?
my
Paraphrasing that
my,
right?
my favorite couple points in history was in at the beginning of the 20th century, which is the 19th century, when Europe was going through their little shit before World War II, right? When Leningrad and all of this shit, and when
Right.
you ever heard of the story about Anastasia? How you know what I'm saying? The Russians all that they had a coup and they killed everybody and they left. You know, you ever heard about Beirut? You heard about Panama? You heard about fuck America? You heard it ain't no changing from the inside. Change means drastic change. It ain't no subtle change. When you change government, it's something completely fucking new, completely different. And it don't involve anybody that had any fucking hand in the shit that was doing before.
And that's why, that therein lies the difference. And we can all get till we blow in the face. But definitely
I just
excellent
want
point.
one example.
Dog, like honestly had like any of them stories you talking about, they didn't just go in that bitch off luck. You know what I'm saying? Like today we just gonna storm whatever in whatever mode you speaking of. They didn't just go in there off whim. They had some type of information, whether they sent spies in,
Well,
collected all.
security intel that ain't got nothing to do with with the workings of the government, how the government work. Like I'm saying, that's not the argument. What you talking about is not the argument.
Yeah, that's why I say I never was arguing. I was just making a specific point. That was kind of you and Curtis back and forth. That's why I say it's all good. But when you get to that one nuance right there, that's when what I'm saying applies. You got to have some sort of intel, knowledge, understanding of what you're doing in order to execute the plan. That's all I've ever been saying since we were saying the last episode. Again, great points. We got to smash. We halfway through this thing, and I'm about to roll them ads.
Hi, my name is Chris Spears, and this here is Blessed Hands Beauty Salon, where it all goes down.
My name is Victoria. I specialize in knotless braids, speed-in braids, and also locks.
Hello, my name is Courtney. I want their experience to be wonderful from the time that they walk in to the time that they leave, and seeing that beautiful smile when they go out the door.
What I like about working at Blessed Hands, that we're all just really sisters.
If you can't weave it, we can cheat it. If you cannot grow it, baby, we can sew it.
Hi, my name is Kosha, and I'm the owner of Blessed Hands Beauty Salon. We've been established since 2019. We specialize in all things hair, far as natural styles, protective styles, weaving, wigs, lashes. I love working with all the stylists here because we all like a big family. We support each other, and we got each other back.
This is Brandon from A-Fund Solution, and for a limited time, we're offering free credit restoration services. Click the link down below to get started.
The green light out there, waited for too long. Send me the address out there. Stay for too long. Give me the green light out there, waited for too long. Send me the address out there. Stay for too long. I ain't staying. You ain't show me you wanna be my girl. No. Oh, I'm just saying. You ain't show me you wanna be my world.
Wait, pause, stop, let's take a photo. Get that money by any means, that's the Franken motto. Wait, pause, stop, let's take a photo. Get that money by any means, that's the Franken motto.
He should have, like I said months ago, got fucking DCR'd. Whether or not, something else. Oh my fucking god! What the fuck? What the fuck?
Wondering how I ended up in this situation.
All right, we back here. Rounds Podcast. Benjamin S. Kurt Dog, Hatchback Dude. Always some shit, man. Always some shit.
What took him so long to back up?
Huh?
What took him so long to back up?
About those?
Holy fuck! Holy shit!
I'm talking about the motherfucker with the Shell station or the gas station.
What you waiting for? What you wait, boy? Look, I'm hoping nobody coming in behind me, bitch, because it's full throttle backwards.
That boy was asleep. That was. He was asleep.
Oh, but it's funny because he rode in bitching. You know what I'm saying? Like, he damn near was about to get it because he bitching and ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Boy.
Look,
Your day ain't as bad as the nigga that hit that shit, though.
Stop complaining, bitch.
Stop complaining, bitch. Get it together. I hope you can make it to another gas station. That bitch out of order.
Fuck that shit. I'm walking.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that be the ones, but them dead ones, oh, nigga. There is a God. Yeah, for real. But that boy who skinned his ass cheeks up, oh, you looking for God, bitch.
Man.
Yeah, you hurting me.
Hey, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Look,
bro, you can't do nothing.
I'm learning how to ride. I'm learning how to ride a bike.
Well, look,
I learned.
Use control, brother.
Hold up. No, I'm learning how to ride a bike. My brother got a Hayabusa. He's like, don't learn on a small bike. You need to learn on something you can, So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm on a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Kind of walk it. But soon as you give it anything, you know what I'm saying? Man.
Talk.
So check it out. So it spooked me. I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna fuck with it. My cousin is a female. She about 5 years younger than me. Anyway, I could ride that bitch. Son. She got on that bitch and she went around the corner. 5 minutes, 10, 20, 30. Man, where the fuck this girl done went? We go jogging down the street. We see a crowd of people. He laying in the middle of the streets with no ass cheeks.
Once you say 10 minutes, I
Damn.
already know you're on the
Look,
bank, round the
no
corner supposed
ass
to be
cheeks, no kneecaps, no this motherfucking elbows.
just
Damn.
pink shit, huh?
Man, all that shit was white. That bitch didn't even bleed yet. Just the ass fat was showing. You heard?
Oh,
Oh yeah. Watch out.
hey.
You want ride, huh?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. That's just, ooh. That's
That's not good, boy.
They
Hey,
gonna
bro.
learn your ass.
That asphalt be chewing motherfucking skin when you fall on that ground.
I'm good.
Nah, that shit is fucked up.
Well, that girl, she couldn't make it down the steps, bro. That ankle said a wop, wop, wop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about too cute?
Man,
Yeah.
good, good.
The
Look,
shoes
like I be saying, women, y'all got to work out for your lifestyle, bitch.
Props.
You understand? You got these tall ass shoes with them weak floppy ass ankle, bitch. You ain't
Yeah.
come on, do some heel lifts or something. Come on, man.
Too much dip on your
heavy.
chip.
You're top heavy. And you know what I'm saying?
That bitch say too much dip on your chip, boy.
Yeah. Them ankles couldn't handle that. No. Not
Man,
equipped for them heels.
Nah, her ankles real. They gotta tighten them shits up.
Yeah. But yeah, she'd have been tore down then though.
Ain't nothing worse than no fucking sprained ankle though. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog.
oh yeah, that bitch
Yeah.
will get you.
Sprain your ankle, boy. Say,
Fellas, before we get out, y'all want party and bullshit, or you want not necessarily a tearjerker, but some, I guess, a little bit more compelling story.
I mean, I go either way.
I don't know, man. Whatever.
That ain't.
I know, They ain't the answer, huh?
It's cool. I mean,
Heads or tails.
I still won't hit you with the. I got some more sugar mamas for you, baby.
I'm not that old pussy, man. I don't.
Look, I say, bro, I'm really trying to get rent, but you know what I'm saying? Cause sick and shit. You know what I'm saying?
It got to lose its cling at some point. I guess. I don't know. I don't.
Well, it look like they clinging to it.
That's Kurt, man. Kurt, he gonna draw you out, bro.
Yeah, because last time I thought, look, might have had a little bait on the line. You hear me? Fuck it, bro. Let me see. One more time for the one more time.
Judge said half, your ass is gonna get half. You think you gonna get my money when I'm gone? Huh? I'm gonna get your money. You know what you're gonna get? You're gonna get this gas money.
I didn't know you was gonna go all 50 Shades of Grey on them, brother.
Gotta watch Daddy's little girls.
Oh, don't worry about that, man. They stay strapped ready for any unwanted police officer.
Over before the dude goes to jail.
Ooh, that's a good idea for a sequel.
Now, Danielle, this is News. I'm Symphony Thompson. We're just weeks away from the release of Not Another Church Movie, a new parody film spoofing the church genre and more specifically Tyler Perry movies. However, the film's tagline reminds you of that and strictly says this is not a Tyler Perry movie. Now, that might be clear to the public pretty soon, as sources have reported that Tyler Perry's team reached out to the producers of the film. The project is using the same parody style as the Scary Movie series, making fun of an entire genre of movies. The plot revolves around a man named Taylor Harry, and that's spelled with a P, but the P is silent, who is called upon by God to become a writer and inspire his community by telling family stories. But of course, the devil finds a way to intervene himself. From the trailer, it's clear that writer and director Johnny Mack used Tyler Perry as source material for parody and satire, with references towards his most famous characters, Medea, Joe, Mr. Brown, and Cora, as well as multiple nods to some of his most notable movies like Daddy's Little Girl, Medea Goes to Jail, and so much more. Vivica A. Fox, Tisha Campbell, Jasmine Guy, Kyla Pratt, Lamorne Morris, and Kevin Daniels all star in the project, with Mickey Rourke playing the devil and Jamie Foxx as God. Now, the movie is filled with familiar faces poking fun at the Hollywood mogul and is relentless in its attempt. Tyler Perry has a history of contacting those who dare to make fun of him and his work. If you remember back in 2022, Donald Glover would portray a character named Kirkwood Chocolate, which drew several parallels to Tyler Perry in an episode of Atlanta. According to a GQ interview, Glover warned Perry about the episode that was coming, saying, "I told him I was gonna do it." He would elaborate, "I don't know how he took it. I texted him once, I think, for something. I didn't hear back." That's the thing about being black. It becomes so personal so fast. I'm not ishing on you. I hope Tyler understands.
All right, y'all, we back. I'm not really a comedy guy, so I know I probably won't see that bitch until
What was the
they.
other one? What was the other thing?
What that?
You said something.
Yeah, I got that too. Yeah, man.
He said we seen that kind of thing.
Yeah, got that too, baby. But yeah, dog. Before you get out the door, you fucking with it? You a Tyler Perry guy?
No.
Neither am I.
Yeah. I don't fuck with them. Yeah. Dude, look. Y'all don't fuck with them Madea shit, man.
Fifth.
Do you think
I like Mr. Brown though. I like Mr. Brown.
You'll check out the parody, you think? Seem like
I'm
it's got an all-star
parody.
ensemble.
I'm a parody guy. I'm a naked gun guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a national
Airplane.
vacation guy. I'm a the scary movies guy. I like the parodies. You know, Willie Yankovic, all of that shit. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Anybody could get it. Everybody could get it. I think it's okay to laugh at that. We all laugh at ourselves and each other, especially when we be exposed for the buffoonery.
Isn't it some sort of flattery to a certain degree?
Of course, that's what it. You got to give respect to somebody when you take the time out to critique or to redo their work.
And
You
why
know,
is Brother Tyler being so sensitive, man? Allegedly.
Right.
No, he's soft like that.
Oh, gotcha. Makes sense.
Listen, he's a guy who has to be the hammer. He could never be the nail. He the hammer at all times. You could ask anybody who's ever worked with him, any of his cast, they say he's a very overbearing guy, and nobody he can laugh, but if there's any questioning or scrutinizing or challenging of him as a person or as a professional, he's gonna get it all in his ass.
You about to say something, brother?
No. Well, actually, it was kind of off topic, so I pulled it back.
I think that nigga wear Madea draws all the time. Real shit.
Stay connected, huh?
You go over there on the weekend, and he just sitting on the sofa, like watching the game. He watching the game and addressing titties.
Is that a method? Is that the method actor or whatever? Is that what that is? The ones who kind of stay in character and shit?
I don't think that's what he said, though.
Is you kidding me? Ain't no more Madea. I'm saying he's still Madea. Like,
hey, man. He playing somebody part. I get it. I get it.
I just don't see the demigod shit. I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying?
Mad at you on that.
You too big to nobody. Like, we can't laugh at you. We can't. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know.
I mean, what the problem then?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm with you on that. And you make comedies. Like, so what the fuck? Like, we can't.
But that shit don't be funny. That should be some. Come on, man.
I thought it was me because I ain't necessarily,
No, listen. Eddie Murphy did it, right?
Or with the fights and shit.
What? No.
Clumps.
With the the playing different characters and the how.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just in general. I got you.
Yeah. Martin did it kind of, you know what I'm saying, with the Big Mama. I don't like none of that shit, really. But at least the shit had good writing where the shit was fun, humorous. There was, you know what I'm saying, the stories make sense. Man, they just like invite a bunch of people over and we just gonna say some stuff, and then he gonna do some crazy shit, and then it's gonna be the end.
That nigga
He don't even be making no fucking.
do some crazy shit.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't like his work.
I ain't mad at you, dog. I seen some of the early stuff, but
Yeah.
it's been a long time.
Yes,
You feel
sir.
me?
Long
But
time.
shouts out to him, baby. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
No, I ain't shouting him out. I don't
oh
like
yeah.
There's no
Big
reason
ups
to
to the
shout him
brother,
out.
man.
There's no reason to shout him out. It's
Big ups to the brother. Keep hope alive, man. Ain't he providing jobs?
a lot of
But
slaves.
look, I'm glad you said that. So real talk, he had a
Nah.
chance.
Look, if you work in a sweatshop, somebody is providing you a job.
Wait, but
Hey,
look,
bro.
but look. So I'm gonna ask you a question. Then he had a chance to sign up to do that whole AI thing, right? Well, he get rid. So you got to understand, with an AI movie, you no longer need to fly nowhere. You no longer need to create a set nowhere. You no longer need to have all of these wardrobe people. Like you can literally get a person's image and then create a movie and them doing exactly what you want them to do in a
And it's
real.
gonna be fucking trash.
The point of the matter is that he didn't go with the AI thing because he was like, yeah, as a producer, that money would be beautiful to me. However, the hundreds of
Listen,
plus jobs for the people, he said, I would be putting these people out of business. They
if
would have.
that was George Lucas,
I like that.
if that was George Lucas, I could see that point. Tyler Perry, his audience don't fit the mold for some AI shit. You feel what I'm saying? So AI can't make what he fucked with.
Yes, it could.
Everybody, he come
I
from
can show you an AI video right now, bro.
Listen, he come from the stage plays. It's all about the characters.
That man
You
a billionaire.
understand?
He can afford to hire a company to do it right.
No,
All I'm
bro.
saying is,
Bro.
what can be done with AI, he truly can get rid of his people.
You must never watch none of Tyler Perry shit. You watch the haves and have not?
You're missing the point, bro. It's not.
No, the point is you must not be familiar with his shit.
Bro, they can make anything out of AI with AI.
You ain't hearing what I'm saying. So what they gonna put it on? Low? You know how you play Madden, all Madden, you play pro rookie. What they gonna put the AI on low so they can make some fucking fucked up shit?
Improve his shit. Huh?
Let's not get into it. The person who writes it still writes it.
That is not. Then it ain't AI then.
Okay.
Hey, bro.
All right.
Y'all check out
Listen.
the spoof.
Do you hear the difference between when they say, okay, check out this Drake this AI Drake this, and you hear the this, right? You hear it.
Shoot you something, Matt. I'm gonna shoot you something, and I want you to
AI ain't no joke, bro.
AI,
bro. It don't make it. Listen, certain shit can't be polished. So, you know what I'm saying? It can't be served. Certain
here's
shit.
the thing.
Listen,
when it
comes to the art, listen
all
to
I
me.
want to hear is you were right, Kurt.
Kurt,
That's
listen
all
to
I
me.
want to hear.
Listen
You
to
were
me,
right,
Kurt.
Kurt.
Listen to me. The squeak in Lauryn Hill's voice, the AI can't do that. The intonation, the skipping, the stutter. Say something good, eh?
Was in with it.
You see what I'm saying? You see with all of that?
You can do all that, bro.
That's a one-on-one.
bro.
Listen, what I'm saying is what I'm saying is it has no feeling. All it has is information.
I give you that.
Already exists. So what I'm saying is it can't get a feeling. It might be some polished something. It'll be a nice looking product, but it ain't the same.
Now I'm on board with you with that part.
Well, here's let me put a disclaimer out there. You're absolutely correct. The art of imparting that whole acting feelings. In my world, when I think of movies, I think about the production. I think about the editing. I think about the presentation, the video,
the backside,
visual stuff.
That's the backside.
Right.
The story,
the
story and the
storyline is what and how it's delivered is what matters and what's make the movie. I got you.
Not the story, they don't get the budget, baby.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I
You
got
know what I'm saying?
They ain't walking that bitch. Say, look, man, I need 14 cameras, bro. And
To me, that's just two sides of the coin.
I
Your
need
side
lights.
and the other side.
Yeah, I need lights. I need all this other stuff, and we gonna make a movie. Bitch, what it's about? What you? Come on, man. Who in it?
we look. We need the info, baby.
Come on, man.
Woo!
AI can't do that.
We need the info.
I'm gonna shoot you some stuff though, bro.
Yeah.
It might
Let
be
the nigga see
shiny.
something, bro.
It might be shiny. It might be
I agree with
flippy.
you. No, AI is very beautiful. It's very beautiful.
When you hear writers write, every bar ain't a smash. There's transition bars. There's shit you put in, you know what I'm saying?
Touché.
Fluff before you hit. AI ain't doing that. It's trying to go ball. It's trying to give you the best polished shit. And that's not how life is. So y'all can have that super polished shit.
Look, so before we even cut out, I'm gonna make it short too. So I'm actually studying AI, Chat GPT, stuff like that. So I got my little certification, so it's kind of interesting on where it's going and what jobs it's going to create, what jobs it's going to take away. But exactly what you're saying, what this platform is doing is actually adding personas to the AI to where, like, just how good he just said, exactly how he's saying. If I'm talking, you can take this clip, download that, and it'll study your patterns and actually spit out what you want it to spit out. You can make it sentimental, you can make it angry, you can do whatever. Now, this the thing though, it's still man driven. So yeah, it's not gonna be cold. It's not gonna be the natural person. So it wouldn't think like the person you would have to tell it to. But it's starting to be a little more robust on the possibilities. That shit's scary, and that shit is really beneficial on some coins. So it's a flip side. I mean, it could go either way. That's all I say. I put it there.
So, bro, I'm telling you, you gotta understand. If you believe in the Matrix, that's where they trying to head, bro. Them people literally believe and thought they lived inside of that world, and they really trying to get you there.
Yeah.
I like that
Okay.
grass that's behind you, Hat.
Everything, bro.
Yeah.
Put my feet off in that grass.
Oh yeah, I be grinding myself in the morning.
Oh yeah. Every morning, got to.
You say they trying to get to the Matrix.
They already there.
Well, where you been?
It's already here.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's what I want. All right. If you take, y'all remember The Sims, the video game The Sims, right? You tell the Sims to do certain things, daily life, right? Well, just imagine you embed AI into The Sims, right? Regardless of what it looks like, right? You have to understand the concept of AI is that Sim now believes it exists, right? You have to understand that there's another, in a sense, level. If that AI that only exists on 2D believes it's real and believes it's interacting with some other Sim as if they are actual people, and I have a job and I got money, like the AI portion believes it exists.
It
And all
only,
is there.
it only do what it's told. It has no soul. It cannot.
You're missing the
it
point.
only recreate.
That's true.
I'm not saying against any of that. I actually agree with you on that. I'm just
So it can't have no belief. It can only operate in the parameters in which it was designed.
well, but it's still
Only.
Okay, Hatch. I'm gonna challenge you. I'm gonna go get some material, bro, and I'm gonna get you some stuff that I want you to take a look at, and then you tell me your personal experience or feelings about it. I think the only way you could value people that I'm thinking about is you need to interact with it.
Well, we'll be here for it, bro. Cause I like the the back and forth. It's healthy.
I'll agree to that, but that
All right.
really kind of makes me think that you don't think I fuck with AI just because I say I don't believe in it. I fuck with AI. I use it as a tool. I'm very good. I'm very good with the AI because
I'm not talking about as a prompt engineer.
Great tool.
I'm talking about
I know what the specifics and how to speak to it.
But yeah, that's prompt engineering.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the people who create the AI, as Javon said, personas. And so
you can't create a persona.
You can't.
No, you cannot.
It's a feature.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Hey, this requires
this requires information.
Listen. We are unpredictable characters, man. You can give a situation and you can expect me based on what you have observed. You can expect me to react in a certain way. I have the control on how the fuck I feel or how I'm going to react.
We're not saying it's dynamic in persona. We're saying that
it's all listen. This is we still talking about binary ones and zeros. We talking about ifs and sins. If this, do this. It's just more information to draw from. That's all it is.
End of the day, challenge issue, challenge accepted. You know what I'm saying? We'll definitely be here for the fight. Good shit, fellas. We gonna get out the door. I like this door. I like this door. See, it ain't even hot wind, bruh.
No, I hear him. It's just that like he's not looking at the other side of the coin. He's made his mind up of what he thinks it is. That's what I'm saying.
I think the info gonna show you, baby. He show and
I got
tell.
some stuff I can show you.
So don't confuse my words with AI believing it's alive versus me saying I believe AI is alive. That's two different things.
I hear what you're saying, but
I just want to make sure
none of those characters have motives. You see what I'm saying? They don't have no motive. You can program into a character, a certain character. Okay, you're a criminal. You like this, you like that. You do this, you do that, whatever. And then you can let him loose with the masses, and based on what he does or who you program him to be, he'll interact, and then you'll have situations, and it'll just carry out, and it'll loop over time. It'll loop.
You're right, and you can even add it to say you can prompt it to, look. But this is the thing; it goes beyond, it goes further. You can even prompt it to say, okay, based off this patterns on how this person will respond or this persona.
But you would have to do
bias. Look, I want to show. I want you to show bias and give me reason to not understand.
You would have to do that in every. You would have to do that in every scenario.
You still got to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not doing it for itself, and ultimately, I think that's his overarching point. And I'm waiting on the information. Like I say, we out of here, man. For Hatchback of the ENT Jude, aka Nino Kurt Dog, call him the fact checker, and he's supposed to bring the facts. Shouts out to Cuzzo, Uncle Never. Get better, dog. See you Wednesday. Appreciate all y'all in the chat. Miss Mine, the Damien, the Alchemist, G-Man, Franny T, P. Felton, P. Warrior.
Y'all go watch the iRobot, man. I'm telling you.
Y'all understand it, bro. So look, I'm telling you, the only reason they ain't happening yet because we still got some safeguards. It ain't ready.
Hey, bro. I'm just saying the stuff I'm learning.
All right, bro. I know you got
I ain't tripping. I'm out of that dude. Don't even trip, boy. I'll be in. But nah, we good, dog. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love iRobot. That's one of my favorites.